Hello, this time I'm going to make a cheese stick cookies. It's called Kastengels in Indonesia. This is a savory cookies, so it's not sweet at all, but it's more like a little salty, delicious taste cookies. To make these cookies, we can use mixer or we can just use our hands, so we don't have to use mixer if we do not want to. This time I'm going to make it without mixer. I know how people like to make cake or cookies without having to use their mixer. So to make Kastengels, you will need an aged cheese. You can use Edam cheese, you can use aged cheddar cheese, but with me at home I have Gouda cheese. This is also an aged cheese, so I'm going to use Gouda. So I will need to grate this cheese first, shred the cheese. Alright. So first I have to trim the red wax around the cheese. Alright. Okay, next I'm going to shred the cheese using the smaller one, not the big one, but smaller. So just shred it lightly, okay? I want to weigh my cheese. I need 150 grams, but I have 144 grams, which is okay. So, next, I'm gonna put away my cheese. Okay, now I have my butter here because I'm not gonna use mixer, so I have put my butter under room temperature since this morning. So this butter is very soft already. So I am using 1 stick and 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So after pressing my butter like this, mix my butter, I'm going to add the cheese, but I'm not gonna use all of the cheese because I will need some of them for the topping. Alright, so I'm gonna just leave a little bit here for the topping and mix it. So I will use so I'm gonna use 2 cups of flour, but then I'm taking out 2 tablespoons, okay, because I'm gonna replace the 2 tablespoons with corn starch. 1, 2, okay, so 1 cup, and then the second one, okay, I took out already 2 tablespoons. Now I'm gonna replace the 2 tablespoons of that all-purpose flour with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. 1, 2. All right. And then I'm going to add like a little bit of salt. because I think I didn't put enough cheese because so I'm gonna just use because I'm using unsalted butter. I'm gonna use a little bit of salt and then sieve them all together. Okay, now halfway mix. Okay, I'm gonna sieve the rest. Okay. Mix them all together. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar too. Just a little bit. Mix them all. The only difficult part to me is when I have to shape the cookies. Okay, now I'm gonna use my gloves to mix it more. Okay. Okay, all right, I have cleaned my countertop earlier. I'm going to put my dough on my countertop. Okay, and just press them all together. Until they all stick together, okay? So my Kastengel cookie dough looks like they all stick together, bind together. I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator for a short time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just wrap my dough with a plastic wrap first. And then I'm gonna work out first for 45 minutes while I keep this in the refrigerator. Okay, I'm back here. I took out my dough already from the fridge. And then I will now turn on my oven to 275 degrees of Fahrenheit. So, okay. I'm gonna I just need to roll out my dough. Where's my? All right. So like this. And I'm going to cut it. I'm gonna cut it around 1 centimeter, and then using this, I wanna roll it to look a little bit like tube. Okay, and then the second, I'm gonna roll it a little bit so it won't look exactly like rectangle. You can just cut it and make the shape a long rectangle, which is that's what some people do in Indonesia, because they don't want to take time rolling it. Right, the third one. So keep doing it like that. Next. Okay, I have made all these long rolls the same length. Okay, so I'm gonna put them all close to each other again before I cut them shorter. Okay, so cut in 3 sections. Okay, move these pieces. Okay, I'm done with all the dough. This is what I end up with. Okay, so I am going to bake this at 275 degrees of Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, and then take it out and then brush with egg yolk. Okay, but right now just bake the way it is now for 15 minutes. So egg yolk, and I'm going to add milk. I have here a evaporated milk, so I'm gonna use evaporated milk. You do not need to use evaporated milk. You can actually use regular milk or even water just to thin out the egg yolk a little bit. Okay, no need evaporated milk or even milk. You can just use water. That's all. Just a little bit more. Okay. Okay. It is 15 minutes. So now I'm going to brush the Kastengels, okay? With the egg wash that I have prepared. All right, now I'm going to sprinkle with the cheese. Get the cheese from my fridge. Now the cheese. I want to put the cheese generously. Okay, so I'm done. Now I'm going to put this back into the oven for another 15 minutes. Okay, my Kastengels are done here. You see? Like this. Alright, so I actually, the second time I baked it for like 20 minutes instead of 15 minutes because I was waiting for the top to be more brown. Alright, so I'm gonna let it sit here. Okay. Let me move my Kastengels onto my rack here. So this is what I have from 2 cups of flour. Only this much. I actually like Kastengels more than nastar.
How is it?
So cheesy.